Okay. All Hello. We are back, baby. Let's go. I'm sorry if I'm speaking really loud. This is my first time using a proper mic, and honestly, kind of fucking cool. We have a whole new camera setup, all to thank to my boyfriend. There's just so much to talk about and catch you up on because it's been like a solid few months since I've had a working camera and the ability to make videos. And I tried to film an update on my webcam, but it didn't feel right. And I knew that in my heart, like, I needed time to kind of sit with myself, refocus, recenter, and just figure out what this was gonna be going forward. Oops. I am really, really excited to be back with you guys, to be back just talking in front of a camera again and sharing my life with you guys because there is so much to share now. I know the last time we spoke, I was struggling very deeply with my mental health. I was struggling with drinking and my eating and just all of these issues that were just related to stress and my lack of control. I think that just always goes down into control issues, as I've discovered in therapy, but I already kind of knew that, so that's okay. Um, but it's been something I've been heavily working on. I did leave my job that I was really stressed out over, and so glad. So much happier not being there, not going to work every day there, not seeing those people anymore. They have no part of my life. They are blocked. They have nothing on me. And it's amazing because the experience that I went through there was genuinely appalling. And for everyone who works in Vegas in the hospitality industry or in the customer service or retail industry, if I named the place that I worked, everyone would know. That's how bad it was. Their reputation is terrible. And I did not know that going in. But yeah, it was just a lot of bullying, favoritism, clickiness from people who were like 10 years older than me. And that was insane to go through because it's not something I've dealt with since even high school. And even high school, it was never to that extent. So that was just baffling to me personally. But I really wanted to be intentional about coming back to you guys and know going forward why I was doing this. And I felt so sad not being able to create. Like, there was just this longing inside of me to take you guys on this journey as I rediscover myself in this new part of my life. I'm turning 25 in a month, and I feel like the mid 20s, everyone talks about as going through a huge crisis mentally because everything changes. And you change, especially the world around you changes, as you can see by the world around us right now. The people around you change, the scenery changes. Like, life is just full of changes at this point in my life. And for a while, I was trying to cycle back into myself and what made me feel safe. And I was trying to be the girl who was 22, 23 with not many responsibilities, not many things, hanging on, didn't have much to care or focus on. And I just had so much time to just focus on myself. And I thought, well, I felt good then, so why can't I do that now? Like, why do I not have that energy? Why do I not have that drive anymore? And I was just struggling with depression. I wasn't listening to myself, my intuition, my body, my mind. I was trying to force myself back to the old me without accepting that things had changed so drastically in my life. Now that I've had the time to take that break and focus on myself and take some time from work in between the last job and this new job that I'm currently taking on, and now I have even more time with this new job. So it's great that I just have all this time to really get in tune with myself again and really recenter myself. And like every day I've been calling one of my friends or my family members. I really recognized that my intention for so long was just focused on myself and getting myself better, but I didn't realize that I was neglecting all of the relationships outside of me by doing that. And in refocusing on the people I love and the people I care about, I feel so whole again, so full of life again, and it's truly incredible to just remember, like, oh, I am super loved. There are people who are really proud of me no matter like what I'm going through personally. They like understand, they will always love me unconditionally. And like for so long I was centered on myself and my romantic relationship with my partner, that like I thought I could only experience that from him because I had so many family issues growing up, but that just wasn't true. And I do get that from him, and I get that from also, again, the people I love. And that's a really magical blessing that I shouldn't take for granted at all. Another thing that I've been focusing on very recently is just what my relationship with creativity is. And I used to love drawing. I used to love art. I used to write like all the time. I used to write and draw all the time. I really thought I was going to be an artist growing up or an illustrator or something, because I just knew I had this creative spark in me from a really young age. In kindergarten, they're like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, make this little like thing on construction paper showing you as like your job when you grow up. And I always put artist. It was just ingrained for me for so long. But when I went to art school and realized this isn't the path I want to go down, I just thought like art was done for me forever. I didn't know how to go about another path. And I tried really hard for a really long time to reconnect with that side of myself, but it was really hard because I was just going through the emotions and the actions without having the focus and intention. And that's something that's really important to me right now, is just intention. I think when we have better intentions, when we have a good motivation, that is when we are truly creating our best work. That is when we are putting the most love into ourselves, into our creation, whatever medium we choose to do. It's not enough to just do the thing. You have to like really know what you're doing when you go into it. And it took me so long to recognize that. Recently, I was reading the book Just Kids by Patti Smith, and I'll go more into detail on like the books I've been reading recently because I'm trying to get back into reading again, and it's going really well. And that book was just so inspiring to me in so many ways, of just letting art consume your life. As someone who grew up in New York, like there is really so much love and beauty there in the art world, and as pretentious as it can be, there is just so much drive and dreams, and it's an amazing place to go if you want to be an artist, but just don't do it that way. But what I really resonated with in that book was just that she said in multiple different ways that her and Robert Mapplethorpe had this idea of being an artist and connecting with the spiritual side in such a massive way in order to bring it into your own work. And basically our ultimate like purpose as artists is to convey this spiritual side into the physical world. And so we have to find this perfect balance of both. And it's not just, productivity, or it's not just having the inspiration. You have to have a good balance and combination of both at all times. And I don't know if she said that exactly or if that was her point, but that was how it inspired me in a sense. I don't want to just be a YouTuber. I don't want to be a content creator. I don't want to be an influencer. I just want to be a creative, and I don't want to be defined by like what medium I use, because I'm sure in the future I will use a ton of different mediums to express myself. And I mean, I know now, like eventually I'll want to write a book. Eventually I'll want to, put a gallery together of like paintings and installations. And that's always been on my radar and something I've wanted to get done. These are just things I have to put the work and effort into eventually. The idea of YouTube and content creation pushed me into a really unhealthy relationship with being creative. And it was all about the quantity, getting the videos out, just filming and editing that like made it so tiring for me and made it lackluster. But then as soon as I didn't have it, I wanted it so bad. And I realized like this was one of my major outlets for creativity. I don't want to just post videos of me doing yoga and drinking coffee. I want to be intentional with every video I put out, and I don't want to just get followers of subscribers. I just want to do the thing I love to do and hopefully eventually get the creative and financial freedom to focus on other parts of my life. Well, it's not following me right now, but there we go. See, there we go. It's not following me still. What are you following? Are you following the cat? Anyways, this is tilted now, but I, again, am just super stoked to be back. My partner is in LA right now for a couple of days for work, so I am kind of by myself, and this is the first time in this apartment I've been by myself. Like, he's gone on work trips before, but typically that's when we lived with other roommates, so now I'm just by myself for like 5 days, and I think that's kind of cool actually. Like, I think this will be a pseudo living alone experience in my own space that's completely my own and my partner's, but I'm kind of excited for it. Not that I ever want to live alone because woman, and also if I live alone, I will never see another person again, and I know that for a fact about myself. Good morning. I feel so freaking exhausted right now. I didn't go to bed till like 2 a.m. and it is currently like 9. So I don't think I got out of bed until like 9:30ish. So it's not 9, it's 10 fully. But I don't think I got out of bed till like 9:30, but I woke up at like 9/8:30. I don't know. I just feel so tired. I don't know. It's whatever. We're gonna make some coffee. This is my little coffee recipe. That's what I normally do every morning, is 2 sprays of vanilla syrup, sprays, like 2 nozes, and then some creamer and milk. I put in a lot of creamer, don't worry. Everyone substantially believes me about it in real life, so you don't need to talk about it online, because I am fully aware. I don't have milk right now, so. Okay, I'm out of this coffee. Do I have any other coffee? Remind me to order coffee. In the meantime, I will grab. Okay. I need to make breakfast, but I think I'm gonna wait on that. Probably should like wait on my coffee as well, but like I'm so tired. I think I just need it right now. I do not expect the Love Island finale to be 2 hours long, but at a certain point I was too lazy to get up from the couch and move away from it. Or like not move away from it. I was too lazy to get up and like go to bed and watch it. So my fault. And then I ended up just staying up in bed like watching videos. Because anyone who works like a job like this or like works in general knows that like the time you have is so limited in the day when you get home sometimes that it's just like you want to take up as much of it as possible, so you end up staying up later and you want to just use it for yourself even though you should probably go to bed. Alright, my cat hates the lawnmower sounds, and I think landscaping is out today. Let's see if we can find him. Can you see him? I don't know if you can even see him. I had a kind of shit day at work yesterday. Not shit entirely, but like shit enough that I was just like, fuck, fuck me. And it was kind of on me. It's not like I did anything completely wrong. It's just that I didn't have confidence in myself and I did everything right. It's like in this city, like people don't know when things close because they assume everything just stays open, but it's like you don't realize I have to go home. You have to leave my store by this time so that I can have everything done by this time so I can be home at a suitable time. And I'm scared for tonight because I'm like, I have to open tomorrow. And I'm like, what if I get home at like 11 or 12 again? Like, it's ridiculous. And I wish more people had the courtesy to be like, oh, it's 9:50. Let me come back tomorrow. No one told you life was gonna be this way. Ba, 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 ba. Your job's a joke, you broke. Alright, my coffee is done. So this is what it looks like. And then I just put some ice into it. You were crooked. I'm sorry. So I just put some ice into it. And then we get a cute little latte. I also sometimes put like caramel syrup, caramel sauce in there because I don't currently support Starbucks. I just don't want to spend money there. Like even before the boycott came out, like I really needed to stop going to Starbucks and getting coffee. And I don't choose Starbucks. It's just what's available near my job. So I would just go to Starbucks all the time just to get coffee because like at a point I was at 2 coffees a day. So this is my latte for this morning. I did not mix it enough. Yay, sweet, sugary. I feel like I'm just like morning thoughts journaling, do you know, like morning pages. But there is also a Starbucks opening up around the corner walking distance, and I'm just like, that's why I'm glad like I got this all in order because I don't even want to risk the thought of being like, oh, I need this Starbucks. No, you don't, bitch. I would highly recommend reading the book I'm currently reading, which is on Palestine by Noam Chomsky, Ilan Pape, and it is put together by Frank Barat. They speak really well on what our responsibility is towards the cause and like how our actions can either hurt or help the cause. Like boycotts do really help, especially when it's going to big corporations because then they pull their backing away, then that funding comes away, and that's all great. But when it's just arguing online and when it's just like constant bullying to push people into this cause, that doesn't help. The only thing we can do is just educate kindly, compassionately, understandingly. Like, if you have a short temper, like I do, because I'm real quick to see something on the internet and go like, oh, actually. I think it's just better to understand where that is coming from and just take a step back regularly, and refocus on why you're doing what you're doing and what it means to you as a person. That being said, sometimes bullying is funny. I think it's a really great read as someone who tried to take a step away from getting my news through the internet and educating myself on different causes through the internet. Like, I don't want to just support something because that's what people are telling me is right to do. I want to know why I'm supporting it, generally know the history behind it, and take a very outside look on it. And not to say I was ever neutral at any point, because I never really was, but like, I never felt confident to speak on why I felt a certain way. But like, I think it's, yeah, I don't know. I think my brain is just like delirious waking up. I don't know how we got from my coffee to that, but I also just love to yap, so that's that. And now that I have this mic, and now that I have this camera that's just so easy to walk around with, look at us. This is what my boyfriend would hear every morning normally. Meanwhile, he's just woken up like 30 minutes before me, and he's just sitting on the couch staring at the wall, dead-eyed, just like, yes, honey. Yes, honey, you're not overstimulating me at all, queen. So this is my Notion setup. I just created a new one. I used one of the templates, and then I just added a little bit of fun to it. So it's just a template called Life, and it basically gives you access to all these other templates. It has a lot more, but I kind of edited it based on my own needs. So I added my noodle novelar because that's where I go to write and just like focus on fun writing stuff. And then it has like other things like a habit tracker. So every day I can check off exactly what I did. So yesterday I journaled, I did yoga, I read, I didn't meditate, but besides the point. And this is my little journal. I keep it every day for the most part. I just write what day I'm on. So we're on day 10, and then I click daily entry, and it gives me this kind of template here, which I really like because it makes things a lot easier for me. I normally delete this one. It'll be the same thing every day, so it's not really like anything glorious for me, but these are the main ones I want to focus on. Like the to-do list is for me, I already have a setup for that, so it's like I don't want to bring that kind of into this that is supposed to be really personal. questions, right? Oh, I mean, y'all have a great skin, or like not bad skin, but not good skin. It's probably because of the cat. Honestly, he loves using my pillow. I just have that like one Smiling Friends clip in my head right now that's just like, get some ooh gooey boo. That's literally how I feel right now. You guys are literally replacing my boyfriend right now, because it's like I want to do it again, but anyways, I want to vape, so I'm gonna not do that on camera. Probably where the fucking cough comes in. God damn.